Alright, this is Frank Sinatra, and welcome to this review of the 1 to 100 Master Grade Shin Matsunaga Zaku 2. And here we have the box art for the Shin Matsunaga Zaku 2. It's worth noting that this Zaku 2 is a Zaku 2.0, so it's got all the bonuses of the Zaku 2.0, obviously. But that's the cover of the box art. Our sides here, we have it detailing the new features and stuff going on with it. There's an unpainted and well, there's a decal right there, so never mind. It's an unpainted Shin Matsunaga Zaku, and the decals that will be showing up with it. And the side is same as the top and the front. And over here we have the painted version and just displays of what's in there, the inner frame, and description of the R1A Zaku 2. Now, you get yourself a manual with this. It's a moderately sized manual with a very nice picture, one of my favorite Zaku pictures actually. And on in the center fold we have more information, the painting guide, and more information as well, plus what some of the inner frame looks like. Then the last page obviously is our decal list. And you do get decals with this kit. They will be showing up now. You're going to be getting a set of dry transfer decals, a set of sticker decals, a set of water slides, and a set of glossy decals. So here I have our Zaku 2 here. And let me just adjust camera a bit more and give you a quick little spin of what it looks like. Personally, I really do like the design of the R1A Zaku 2 more than really any other type of Zaku 2. And here we have our legs down here with the extra thrusters. Okay, on to the review. So we have our head, and like all Zaku 2.0 heads, the mono eye will move when you move the head from side to side. As you can see, the mono eye is moved over a bit, and the head can move about, that's almost 90 degrees of a turn, and it can do it in both directions. Just kind of ease it over there. There we go. And that's another turn. So, next are our arms. These two arm unit additions for the shield. The shield can come out and move about, and so can the spike set. It also comes out and can move about. The arms, they're on a special joint in here, which can move forward like such, so you can get a good ramming position or a good shielding position with it. And the arms themselves are on ball joints and can move, when the unit's moved away from it, a full 360. When the unit's attached, just about that far. And the other direction, a full 360, which is kind of weird. Now our arms here, move down a little bit more. They are on a peg, it's kind of like a peg joint. It's polycaps put together, and it'll allow this part to spin around to full 360. And the arms themselves are double jointed, so you can get just about a 180 bend at the arms. Down here, our wrists are on ball joints, do a full 360 spin. And they are the classic Master Grade hands with the peg for holding stuff in, the thumb. And generally these three will be put together, but I put an X-Acto blade through them and separated them so I can move them independently. Now, in here, let me just get one of the accessories. This part, the cockpit, can move about, can open and close, and it can actually do it on both sides. Just, there it goes. Because the cockpit in there, I didn't put Shin Matsunaga in there, but if we turn this around and, sorry about that, there we go. We take this off. There is a little peg thing here. If you move it from one side to another, it'll switch the position of the cockpit in here. Since it's on this side, the cockpit's right here, and so forth. So put the backpack back on, and while we're back here, might as well do backpack articulation. So hold on a second while I fix my background that fell apart. Okay, so our little fins, blast protectors really, they can both move out quite a distance and move in until they run into the thrusters themselves. The thrusters can move back and forth a little bit each, and really that's it for backpack articulation. So back to the front. Now then, the torso does have forward and backward movement. It's actually quite a good turn. I'll move this arm so you can see it better. It's quite a good distance that this thing can move about, adding for some very dynamic poses you can add to it. Now, the side skirts here, they can move forward and up quite a bit, and these parts of the skirts, they just kind of come out like so. And back here, this part here comes down, and this part can come up a little bit. Now then, actually let's put that back up. Now for our legs. Our legs are on poly caps, and they are peg joints. And when they move back with the side skirt down, you can go back about that far. And going forward, if you move the side skirts, they can go forward quite a bit and back down. Another thing worth mentioning, they can also move from side to side just a little bit. Our legs themselves, the knees, they are also double jointed, but due to the design of the R1A's thrusters, it can only turn about, let's say 87 degrees, maybe. And down here for the feet, these parts can move after you kind of get them away from the rest of the plastic, and they can move up a little bit and then just move back down. These thrusters, these ones here, do not move, but this one does, and as does this one, just a tidbit. And for the feet themselves, they're not exactly on a ball joint or anything. It's a kind of contraption way they put it together, but it can go back and forth. This part of the foot can extend forward to help with kneeling, and for side to side it's actually quite limited with that and that for side to side movement. But that does it for the model kit itself. Onto the accessories. For weapons, get yourself a Zaku machine gun with movable grip and sight, brain freeze. And this ammo drum can actually come off and be put back onto the Zaku 2. Right back here, you just take this peg in here, and there we go. And it pops right on there, so the Shin Matsunaga Zaku can hold that on there. You get a heat hawk here. People always say they like the colors of these heat hawks, and I just try and always get them into the colors that my original MSIAs had, which was one of my favorite heat hawk colors. But anyways, it can attach to the Zaku 2. Right here is ourselves a little peg, and just pop it on there and it holds on quite well, and no amount of shaking will really get it off. Now you get 3 bazookas in one. Here's our standard Zaku Bazooka, and the sight has a little protector and the grip can move. Now, the thing that makes this one special is you can take off this back part here and this front part, and you're given 3 other pieces. With these 2, you can make Shin Matsunaga's experimental bazooka, and then with this piece, you can make the standard heavy bazooka along with it. So for adding them, it's actually quite easy. They have little pegs in there, you just line them up and scoot it in. And it holds quite well, and if you painted it a bit too well, and they're kind of a pain to get out the first few tries, because that part doesn't hold on too well. But, wait, this one stays on. My bad again. Come on. See what I'm saying? And it goes in like that. Now, a thing noting for these bazookas, it's a bit scratched up for when I did posing, but has 2 positions for the peg. One straight one for when he's using the standard bazooka. Just take this off. This part off. When he's doing the standard bazooka, you can just line up straight across his arm. But when he has the other 2, their back parts get in the way, so he has to do it at a bended angle, and this part allows him to hold on to it better. But if you can actually, if you work with the hands a little bit, you don't even need that other peg to have him really grip the bazooka. So it's a nice addition, nonetheless. And lastly, we have ourselves 2 little Shin Matsunagas, the standard standing one and the sitting one. I didn't put the sitting one in the Zaku for, I don't know, I just didn't feel like doing it this time. Now, overall impressions of this thing are actually quite good. I'm very fond of this kit. It's actually my first Zaku 2 to be added to my collection, and I think it looks very, very nice. Just one major complaint I have with it is the fact that right here, this is the biggest water slide decal you'll get, and it's just annoying to put on. The fact that it's straight and then being put onto a curved surface, that means the lines won't really match up, so what I actually had to do was chop the water transfer into pieces and then just apply them piece by piece, and same with the lines. I cut the lines off the main piece and then applied them to the kit. And also for other water transfers, it's down here for this part, but really those aren't that bad. Those are pretty easy to put on. But yeah, I guess that does it for this review of the Shin Matsunaga Zaku 2. If you haven't picked up a Zaku 2.0, I do suggest that they're very, very good model kits. And personally, I prefer Shin Matsunaga because I like, for some reason, I seem to like my mobile suits when they are mainly in white. I don't know why, I just do. But I guess that's it really, so I'll see you all next time.